Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2024 a Swiss round 1 matchup between Homewrecker and Taelin116. Tracking today we have Mirai and JLo, and I'm going to pass it over to our commentators, Tiverius and Royale with Cheese. Take it away, you two.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting night of Z2R Standard Tournament. I am Royale with Cheese. Tiberius, how are you tonight?
I thought I was going to be Royale with cheese.
I mean, you can be if you want. We can switch. You have, I'll be the bearded wonder.
Sounds good. No, I'm doing very well, Royale. Very excited to watch this matchup. Two people I personally know, two runners I know from Z3R, two runners that I know you personally got involved with Z2R. It's going to be a fun matchup.
Yeah, this has been fun to see some of our Link to the Past friends facing off here in the first round of Swiss. You and Nux last night, and now Home and Talon tonight. This should be. I think these two runners are well matched. This should be an exciting race.
Yeah, very, very fun as we see possibly vanilla-like on the west with an early trophy cave. Talon getting booped and Home being very careful here with his silly cat sprite.
Yeah, the silly cat sprite, indeed.
I do like that. That's right.
But hey, I would gladly take a heart container early on like this. So nice to see that early here.
Yeah, especially since, sometimes you get a jet seed and maybe only ever see like 5 of them total. So it is nice for our runners to have a little extra life early on.
For
It's a
sure.
big forest. Big woods here. Big woods. I guess better than big dig shake swamp. I don't know. I don't know what's better.
And yeah, it looks like we're starting off in the southeast here as we see P4 kind of nearish enough to start, and another palace right away too. We see it on Home side. Looks like 3 or 6.
Talon following in Home's footsteps there.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing many pass-throughs, so this does feel very vanilla-like for the biome that we have here as Home finds the magic container cave and kind of getting hecked by a Geldarm and a Garia here throwing some boomerangs in his face, but we'll see
Oh
if
yeah,
Talon
this
has
is
some
this is
better
a
luck.
kind of annoying enemy set a little bit. That Geldarm blocking the way, so he can't just like brute force his way through there. Talon's farming. I think maybe he wants to see how much this. Okay, there he did. He did better this time, brute forcing his way on Home side.
Yeah, as that red iron knuckle's worth a cool 70, so Talon's at least going to go into that cave with life 2.
But yeah,
Might help
that
him with that.
not a great starting XP for the red iron knuckles in what is 3 or 6 here. They're different values depending on the palaces they're in, but enough to get him a couple early levels at least.
Yeah, and I mean Talon's looking comfortable enough with this farm. He's going, another bite at the apple here. Not sure if he's going to go for another life level or try to push it all the way up to attack, but Home does grab that cross. Obviously not going to do much for us on the west, but hey, if GP is in the east, I love finding that.
Yeah, yes, underdog. Attack 1 is almost always delightful. Yeah, I think you're right, Ty. This is looking quite vanilla-like. Which, vanilla-like can be interesting. Sometimes it has like fun little hidden corridors and like boots locked parts, little narrow passageways. So
Yeah, I'm still secretly pulling for a small corner here, like locked off by another connector, so the raft brings us to the northern part or
very
something
good.
fun.
Yeah, very good. We love it. We love when that happens. We love to see it. Oh, okay. Home has found the Dig Shake Swamp portion of the map.
Excellent.
And
As
Talon's gonna find religion.
Yep, and we have keys in the drop pool. You love
That's
to see
nice.
that.
Yeah, that's very nice. Doesn't affect like logically when the game wants you to be in palaces, but it's nice if you want to sequence break a little bit. Oh, cute. That's cute Saria there. I hope it's the back end. I mean.
I really hope it's the back end too. Just to walk all the way back out of Dig Shake Swamp, and hey, look at that. Talon had a much easier job in that cave with life and attack too.
Yeah, I think maybe committing to the farm there was kind of smart. Attack 2 was only like 220, so not terrible to farm that up.
Yep. As Home takes a nice little game over there, says, "All right, we're out." Or no,
Yeah,
sorry, Taelin did.
Yeah, Home's getting a little bodied. With the hammer on the grass tile. Okay, that could be useful. Maybe we have some boulder blocked item caves here. Maybe a forced hard required death mountain. Oh look, free thunder that Home can't get. That's sad. Poor guy.
I mean, there's always the option too, because with this flag set, Three-Eyed Rock and the Hidden Bush tile in the east, we'll call it, are randomized if they're going to be available or not. So we might even need that for something in the east.
That is a great point. Our runners could be just looking for a random forest tile that somehow magically a hammer is capable of chopping down in this game.
Royale, you know better than to question the logic of Zelda.
Yeah, Nintendo game physics, I know.
A glove punches bricks.
That's fair. That is fair. Okay.
Taelin grabbing his hammer. Yep. Sorry, I'm cutting you off there.
No, you're fine. Man, these enemies are bodying Home a little bit in some of these encounters. Getting hit pretty hard. Needs to get his level ups going.
Wow. Oh, check the maze. Come on, Home, coward.
This is very good. I love when Maze Island spawns these fun layouts here like this.
All right, P1, you have a key. I definitely agree with Home's play here of diving in. One's probably a little smaller, and there's always a chance of finding an early horse, and you can see what they're dropping, or finding an early item. So I do like this with keys being in the drop pool.
Would do the same with keys in the pool.
All right, and Home getting a juicy Iron Knuckle there, getting all the way to attack 2, tying up the leveling. And look at it, that's the item room, Home. What are you doing?
He's going back. He wants the orange guy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like to tease him and think he doesn't know his rooms, so that's what I'm going to say.
To be fair, he I'm pretty sure he recognizes this as an item room, but he hasn't been playing as much as some other folks that I have seen practice. So, could be a little rusty on room recognition.
That's true. Vix has been putting in the hours, and Taelin getting a little hecked by the red Dyra here in Fairy Cave, but gets through.
Guys in the dark are just not always super fun. But yeah, he did make it through. Home got a 500 P. I mean, P-Bag is not progression, but it is nice to get the big guys early, get those attack levels up, and maybe life a little bit, because the enemies are hitting pretty hard.
And oh no, Taelin made it through the first room of Fairy Cave there, but then got booped in the second room. So is going to have to reset here. We'll see if he pushes through or finds.
Early Fairy Cave from the back on low levels can be very rough, especially with the mixed large and small enemy set. You get a couple of those red Dyras flinging axes at you in the dark, and easy to get booped.
Yep, and much smaller P-Bag there on Home side, just a 50 on the crumbling bridge. And this time, Taelin finding, I believe, Parappa Cave. Much easier pass through there.
Definitely. Fewer rooms, only one enemy.
And wow, what a nice short P1 where you only have to spend the one key here.
Look at this. This coward horsehead didn't even put up a fight.
Ooh, dropping lives.
Taelin found Rudo, and if he read the sign, I totally missed it.
This is where we're going to rely on chat, because I also missed it to see what was dropping like a fool. Fairy.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Sarah.
Yeah, we're probably gonna be finding that trophy.
Yep. Luckily, we were at least told that the trophy's in the east. But it looks like home dipping out of the maze doesn't really want to, do much else on that maze. That's all right. We'll see if Taelin recognizes that bridge. Looks like he's walking past it, but we'll see if he dips back for it.
So they both know where, well, Home doesn't know yet, but he's about to know where he knows where the trophy is. Everyone knows where the trophy is. I'm sure they're going to be very happy to go digging trophy out of the east to come back to get fairy from the west.
Anything's better than dinging it out of DM.
That's fair, actually.
Although
Taylor not checking out the bridge tile quite yet. He's exploring.
Yeah, I mean the schools of thought are, you can full clear the west and go from there, or find your connectors.
He knows it's there. Okay, so we've seen 500 P bags, 200s, and 50s. Home just found a 200 and medicine cave.
Yeah. Something fun to point out as well. I know we joked, teased, mentioned early on in the restream, but Taelin was actually in this year's crop of upstarts, and Taelin made it in the tie for 8th after the Swiss rounds, but IRL stuff came up and he didn't want to play in that play-in. And Home, of course, has been doing some races, played the max random percent, and even last year's standard. So he's been around for a while, but it's been really cool to see the crop of upstarts that are just jumping right into standard.
Yeah, I agree. It has been a lot of fun. There have been a few signups, so it has been exciting to see some newcomers to the community. Always fun to get new faces involved. Home now getting a little hecked by enemies in the dark, but does manage to get a magic container, which is always welcome early on.
Absolutely.
Makes it easier to cast Reflect at Magic 3.
No spoilers. It also, you love seeing those before finding the East, because now all of a sudden it's, hey, I might actually be able to get that item in New Kasuto and not have Granny just tell me come back when you're ready.
That's a good point. Yeah. 5 might be enough for Granny's basement. Not that Homewrecker will be happy with that. He is a well-known Granny hater. So no matter how much she helps him, he will still stab her in the face.
Yep, and I think I'm not sure if Taelin is just trying to farm here, or if he doesn't quite recognize that this is Jump Cave. I think he is just farming.
Yeah, I think he knows. I think he's just looking for some XP. Home getting hecked by red divers throwing axes at his head here, and orange ones hitting him in the back of the head. This is a rough enemy set in the even if Taelin had made it that far, he might have struggled getting out of that.
Agreed. That is a rough group of rapscallions there.
Hey, look, a boulder block cave, and we have a hammer.
Oh, it's like you called it. All right, and Home's sort of combat, I won't say Home's combat prowess kind of showing through, getting the levels as he's going. Taelin trying to do a little farming and dropping right into that, Dyra cave, as Mariah so lovingly called it.
Dyra cave, I like that. That's very accurate.
Got out a heck of a lot easier than Home did, though. As Home only finds an extra life there in that boulder-blocked Pillar P-Bag cave. Taelin now finding Medicine Cave. Gonna find his 5... no, it was a magic container, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a magic container.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Royale, but I'm thinking, yeah, we're pretty much heading to the maze here. Mariah calling it as I'm about to say something.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm pretty sure we're boots locked here on the west, or locked in by all these mountains. So I think we do have to look for something on the maze island. It might be a connector, or it might be those boots.
Or maybe it's just both. Maybe it's a connector and boots. Also, yeah, Bagu is an option to cross Saria into the other side of Saria. We have a whole lot of forest hanging out on this map, and neither runner has really explored looking for those Bagu's Woods tiles. So
Yeah, and I don't think either of them have even accidentally stumbled upon one. So if it is around, we'll see, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna guess the boots are on the maze. Otherwise, oh man, it could even be like the any key to get us something out of that 3 or 6. Yikes.
okay, Home is heading back to Maze Island, opening in Palace 1 to get his life and magic back. And now he's going to explore. He's got a few more levels here. I'm wondering if maybe he was hoping that Downstab was somewhere free and maybe Jump was too for Mito, like to come back here to do some of the encounters are a little easier with Downstab, but Taelin finding his disappointment in P-Bag Cave. Ew, 50. 50p in Maze Island first drop down.
Yep, and we do see a cave there. Holmes making his way towards. So, with any luck, that's the east because everyone loves rushing the east.
The Thai very east, it's true. They do. It's a thing.
I mean, it's what all the not cool kids are doing and what all the cool kids are doing.
Taelin heading back into Medicine Cave here. I think he got booped before he got to his magic container.
Yep, just gonna fight his way through these birds. Hopefully, yeah, there you go. Just sort of
just make a run for it.
Yeah, and if you can even time it with the birds, try to take a hit off the birds and then just sort of use your iframes to tank through some of those meteor enemies. That can help out sometimes too, because you'll take less damage from those birds.
That was great. That was great on Home's side. He was headed straight for that cave and like 2 tiles before it is an encounter. So it's like the anticipation. Where are we going?
Yep, and Taelin made it past the first 2 enemies here. Got caught by that red Dyra throwing some rude axes, but we'll see if Taelin can make it by this time. There we go. Nice jump. Good timing. Had a rhythm there, and we got through. Nice. Hey, look, the east! Yay! I'm happy.
Oh, we did find the hidden tile, and it looks like it's nothing. Sad.
It looks like nothing. Once in a while, I see like the sprite not quite load, and it could be the desert tile. And yeah,
he should check that.
Desert dish.
But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure this is fine.
Nothing bad has ever come from this.
Taelin taking a beating trying to get out of Medicine Cave here.
Yeah, I mean the plus side, he has that magic container. So
yep, he got what he came for. So this is not so bad. That's fine. Okay, 100-point P-Bags also in the drop. We've seen a lot of different denominations of P tonight so far. Yep, okay, so desert tile, but not the desert tile.
Yeah, and not seeing anything invulnerable quite yet. The double Darunia encounter. Here we go. With Boggos, too. Have fun, Home.
Boop.
All right, yeah, setting up for or not. I thought he was setting up for the encounter skip, but then got a little antsy.
I think he is. Yeah, just a little impatient.
As Taelin going into P4 here, this could be interesting. I mean, Home didn't explore P4. It's possible we find something cute here. It's possible we find a dead-end wizard throwing, beams high, low in Sine Wave. Yeah, nice encounter to get through, other than that bat who's trying to give Home the business. makes it through, though. And hey, look, a pass-through cave that you could have taken instead.
Yep, finding all the pastors here for sure. Oh, look, it's our buddy the River Devil.
Doing
Hope
his job.
Actually being useful until someone finds boots or a flute to, make him go away.
Ooh, glove block there on Taelin's side. And I thought Home was going to back out of that Risen P-Bag, but did recognize that, hey, this is an item cave.
Yes, VT, you did roll another River Devil seed.
And
I
promptly
call that,
taking...
I call that good luck.
It's great luck. Yep, Home taking a fire bat to the back of the head there, and that was his last life. As Taelin finds... I mean, this could be a level for him. I'm not sure how much the Dairas are in this palace set. We're about to find out. Did I say Dairas? I meant not Iron Knuckles. I apologize.
Okay, so 50p, on the low end, but he's real close to another level, so...
Yeah. And there... Oh, no, I was about to say, and there is that level, but then gets the blue jar drop.
Oh, debated.
It's alright, this one will give him the level.
Home immediately heading back to... I think Tom doesn't really have a choice. I think he's seen everything.
I believe so. Other than P4 here with Taelin, Home has seen the West. And here we have Bagoo's Woods. Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's see. This might change his... Now that we've seen some of these tiles, this might change his routing strat here.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that we have a fetch quest item in the east to get Fairy, but...
Yeah, Home's looking for our buddy.
Yeah, don't blame him whatsoever.
No, me either. I think this is a good decision. He knows where the east is. He knows how to get back there. He can get free thunder. Hey, here we go. Free thunder coming up. And I mean, Taelin might find an item in here that he can get.
He is in the item room.
Look at that.
I think he got a key drop, so just has to get through this Iron Knuckle here.
Oh no! The suspense is killing me. Nah, he'll get it this time. He's much fuller on life this time.
Yep. And you can bait the knuckle out, or just push him, Taelin. That works.
Brute force.
Hey, we'll take it.
Another magic container. That is just fine.
All right, so
Home crossing the bridge. He's now on the wrong side of the tracks. I'm sorry, yeah.
All right, yeah, Taelin popping into 3-6 here. So Taelin definitely saying, no, I'm going to push these palaces.
I think for him, being a newer runner, knowing that maybe he is at a disadvantage execution-wise with Home, like this helps him farm levels, right? So,
yeah, absolutely.
Not a terrible strategy, especially with keys in the drop pool. Like we saw last night, a lot of times palaces, like you can do a lot of stuff in them without a glove.
Yeah, without a glove, and shoot, even without some keys. Like we already saw the item in P1 without a key, and so pushing P3 here.
Okay, so we have Heart Container Cave on the other side of Saria, and literally nothing else except a graveyard. Very good.
I mean, we've seen the end. No, my Home just using Thunder. I was going to say we've seen that there's a red Daira in here, so a grave makes sense, but...
That's fair. That's true.
Oh,
okay.
handy.
That's a very good find. We have a Bagoo/fairy locked glove today. This is a fun seed.
Yep. Taelin saying, you know what, I'll come back for that P-Bag, and bailing. He is close to that 530 for another level, so I don't blame him on that. And this could very well also be being a newer runner doesn't quite recognize this as a dead end, or maybe he's looking for a key at the end of it, or just farming levels. Either way, not bad.
Yeah, some decent XP drops in here at least.
Yeah, enemies have been worth, decent early game grind experience, 70s, 100s, 150s.
So we still haven't seen Raru or Mito yet here on the West.
Yeah, I'm thinking those are gonna be boot locked.
I think you mean you're hoping they're going to be boot locked.
Or Royale. Royale Various 37. They could be on the other side of that jump cave that we saw because we don't have Jumper Ferry yet.
True.
We have seen that connector. So that might lead to the other side of that graveyard that Home saw. And yeah, Elendar pointing out.
Back at Rudo up there.
Yep. Nice blue iron knuckle dripper. So, I mean, that could be a decent farm.
The only time I fight blue iron knuckles, I'm a super coward. If I can one-shot them from a dripper, sure. Any other time, no, you just stand there and shoot your beams at me, buddy.
Into the lava with you, knave.
Basically.
And Taelin does at least get a key for his troubles there, going through that last room, but ends up noping out. So I think Taelin is coming to that conclusion of there's not much else here for me to do unless I find Bagu. So maybe it is time to explore that bridge tile. As Home makes it back to the east.
And yeah, use the Pastor Cave this time.
Heck the Darunia encounter. We're doing this.
No, Home. I think Home only found the one drop down in Maze Island. I didn't see him find what is normally the vanilla child spot.
Yeah, and if he did, it was like an extra life. But I agree. I don't recall seeing him fight through that encounter.
Chat can't see, but Home has his cam on for his stream setup, and he's definitely talking. I'm sure praising himself for his excellent execution here in this Pastor Cave.
I mean, that's what I got out of those facial reactions was definitely confidence and appreciation of his skills.
Okay, we're coming back to Risen Peabag Cave with Thunder, so we can, get a Peabag stuck into the ceiling. Very good.
Thanks, Keese. Oof, Taelin in a rough encounter of his own. Oh, boo, it's just a bot. And there's that trophy. So, yep, there we go. Yeah, the
trophy
swift
for
up an A.
Okay, so what is fun to me about this game is that there's hardly ever logical implications, right? Like, there's not that many items. There's not that many places the items can be. But every once in a while, you get a seed that's like, go do this fetch quest, to do another fetch quest, to get this item that will give you the one progression thing that you need. And, those are the good times as comms.
Yeah. And that's what Home missed on the island, the any key pickup from Taelin.
Oh, gee, is that what a thing to miss.
I mean, yeah, Home has that glove, but we've seen one glove block. Taelin has shown us one glove block so far, so we are going to need that, but so like you were saying, the logical implications, the game doesn't say go into palaces until you either have Fairy or the Any key. And so, like you were saying, Royale, sometimes the game will put one of those items in a palace so okay, my access to palaces is the other one. But this game is saying, here you go. I like it.
Yeah, this is a little spicy because, Home has found the connector on Maze Island. He's beaten the palace on Maze Island. He found one item, and technically you don't really need the key to beat the game, but like it saves you a lot of magic cost in palaces. So like, I don't know. I wonder if he searches for the second item, like if he even bothers at this point.
With Home already seeing the hammer bush in the east and knowing it's nothing, he might be thinking he's close to go mode. I hope he knows, again, it's either like fairy jump to get through Jump Cave or boots locked on the west. But he might be thinking, this is go mode. I have fairy, I have the glove, let's roll.
I mean, so there is a river devil that he can't get past, and he doesn't have boots. So maybe he goes looking. Maybe he goes looking, you know, if he doesn't find something on the east that would give him more progression, maybe he does go looking for the second Maze Island item, thinking that it would be one of those like boots or flute.
True. Very true. As Taelin finds a dead end on the maze and says, all right, I'm out. Home, I believe, missing the fairy feet, so gonna have to go through the encounter.
Yeah, he's got to do this the old-fashioned way.
Don't worry, I hear the Nintendo Power Hotline will tell you how to get through these encounters just fine. For like $9.99 a minute with inflation.
With inflation. Oh no.
I wonder if that number still works. Like, is there one person who's that number forwards to their phone still? Like, why are you calling me?
I mean, it's probably, you know, our friend's uncle that works at Nintendo. Okay, Taelin basically coming right back to the maze to, I think, head down to that cave.
Yep. Came back with fuller resources. Will probably find, Risen as Home did, find the trophy, and be right back in this. I mean, we're 30 minutes in, only one gym place. That's not terrible, but you want to be, pushing that progression by this point.
Life 4 kind of sucks. These guys are getting beat up a little bit by these enemies on the east. This is not
kinda. Look at that cross already coming in handy, showing that blue Moa in that encounter.
Honestly, on low levels and only 5 heart containers, not a terrible thing to have. At least you can see when you're about to get booped by the Moa.
Anything's better than just walking along thinking, all right, I've cleared this encounter. And then, like you said, boop.
Especially when you're almost out, you're almost off screen, and you get booped and you can't, get pushed off screen for zombie strats and you just die and then you have to do the whole screen again. That is sad.
Who hurt you?
The game, Ty. The game hurt me.
That's fair. I think Home's trying to get the encounter skip here and just missing it because he does have to go 2 tiles on this road to get it.
I feel like that's a tough one to get to spawn the... Yeah, you're better off just walking through this, my dude. Even with this jerk in the middle trying to spike your face.
Yeah, again, it's... If you can time it, get hit by a fireball instead of the red Lizalfos, and you're in for a better time.
Taelin has found the double Darunia encounter, and is having not a great time with it. Oh, that blue Lizzie in the middle of this one is just rude.
And I like how Home, despite having enough magic to cast either Fairy or Thunder, opts for the Fairy cast instead of the Thunder cast to make that Wilson encounter easier. And
Yeah, he was going for it. Game over is unfortunate.
And it's one of those things, too, where it's going, during the race, and Taelin stumbles upon Bagu. But in the middle of the race, sometimes you're just I have to ferry this encounter, go, 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 go. And so, of course, us being able to sit here, less stress and, not focusing on combat, can just think, hey, you could You could thunder that. Ah, VT,
Or-
that's sad.
That is sad. Or alternatively, like Mirai said, just, fairy through the encounter if maybe you're not, like, hitting your fairy feet consistently.
Absolutely. Or, and this might be controversial, just take Jump Cave. I cannot wait for the boots to just be right on the other side of Jump Cave.
Yeah, I mean, if they are, they're going to be in the third palace on the west. Or have we seen 2 palaces on the west? We haven't seen 2 yet.
We've seen
this
4
one.
and 3 on the
4
west.
was on the island, though.
I thought 1 was on.
Or no, 1 was on the island.
Yeah.
We have seen 4, and we've seen 3 or 6. So there's one
Yep.
one outstanding palace, but I think we have seen all of the item locations on the west, if my notes are correct. But I mean, there could just be a connector that leads us to Death Mountain where the boots are buried.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Look at you taking notes. This is why I'm
Imagine.
sure you did better in school than I did.
Okay,
Alright.
Taylor's gonna get the glove,
Hey,
so
you know?
that's good.
Just got to
Good
get
item.
through this red Dyra. Alright, Taelin, you can do this, bud. I believe.
Yeah, Taylor's got this for sure this time.
Easy every time. And rewarded with the glove. And yeah, Mirai raised a good point in chat as well. Like, it's week 1 of this tournament. I know, some people, it's like, back when it was announced over a month ago, people were like, yeah, I'll sign up, and then, oh, right, this is all of a sudden a thing again, or, obviously people have other things going on, so, it's, all right, let's get back in the swing of things.
Yeah, a month seems like a long time when, you would initially sign up, and then, like, tournament is here, and it's like, oh, that went by kind of fast.
Yeah, I mean, some people signed up super early, and some people claimed to be retired and then signed up last minute. It takes a village. Those
Home
are...
Home has found the 300 blue iron knuckle dripper farm.
Yep, I can see him sitting here for a hot minute, at least getting 1, maybe 2 more levels. Or 1 or 2 more deaths. One of the 2.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe both, even.
As Taelin coming up on that nice 500-point P-bag here in P1. Just got to get past that Guma.
Yeah, Buddy Guma, please cooperate. Taylor just wants his pee. Okay, Home now sitting at 445. Is he gonna continue? Okay, no, that's good enough for him for right now.
Yeah. Oh, Taelin, buddy. Taelin just making it through that room. I think he still has a life. I don't want him to lose that 750 experience, but comes to a fairy room, so at least gonna get that life refilled.
Very timely. Okay, so Homewrecker does know that these rooms are dead ends. He wants keys. He has not found the magic key. He doesn't want them bad enough to fight the non-one-hit Iron Knuckle, though, apparently.
Yep, and honestly, without that any key, that's kind of where I was thinking he'd fight those blue iron knuckles just a little bit longer. Push to that 1410.
Yeah, for Magic 5.
Get Magic 5 and just see if Fairy comes down a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes there are big drops between levels. You may have experienced that last night with Reflect yourself, between level 3 and level 4.
No idea
Sorry,
what you're talking about.
That's the last time I'll bring it up, I swear.
But no, to your point, like the way the randomizer chooses is it will roll a value at a magic level, and then when you level up, it re-rolls the value. And as long as it is equal or lower, that's what you get. If it's higher, it re-rolls. So there's a chance that a better magic level doesn't change the cost, but there's also a chance it really reduces the cost of fairy.
Downstablis Rebanak. Okay, the any key, the magic key, was in the vanilla, what is the vanilla child spot on Maze Island, and Home found the one that usually has the magic container, but did not explore the side of the island that has the child drop down. So Taelin has the key and Homewrecker does not. And we have a super hype Downstablis Rebanak fight here on Homewrecker's side.
Oh, thank you for the correction, Elendar.
I'm so glad Elendar is here.
Right?
Tell us about how the randomizer works, like, logically. Okay, Home opting to not fight Downstablis Rebanak a second time. I think if he had been able to get the Iron Knuckle off the horse without taking so much... Oh no, he is going back. Did he just take a game over?
No, he didn't. I think he went up to explore one or two rooms to see if he could find something, or maybe another dripper to farm, and then said, I'm going to try it again.
That's fair. Yeah, I think if he could just take less damage from the horsey boy, then... so, you know, if you get in a nice rhythm with the Iron Knuckle, it's usually not a terrible fight, and he is on attack for it. Shouldn't be too bad. I agree, Elendar. Z2R is way more fun than deep cleaning any refrigerator. Oh, he rocket launched himself. I love it.
Dismount only took a little damage. This should be clean. Oh, wow. Attack 4 is
attack 4 doing
Weebo.
work. Nice. That was very nice. Downstablis Rebanak is not... I mean, I know for you, like, you runners of skill, it's pretty easy, but, like, for casual players, this is not an easy fight.
It's still, you know, nerve-wracking knowing, like, all right, I have to go into this and make sure I time my hits, you know, and balance out the speed of the fight versus the safety of the fight. As we have, you know, a high five with gem placements. Taelin taking down Horsehead as Homewrecker takes down Horse plus Revo.
Yep, and Home let it ride on the level up. He is, I'm interested to see if he's going to take this magic level or if he's going to let it ride. Okay, he is going to take the magic for hopefully an extra cast of Fairy.
Yeah, I assume that's what he's going for. He doesn't know. Taelin already explored this. There is a key at the end of that dead end. But Home looking around for the item.
Taelin, is this Taelin? Okay, so Taelin's back on the east.
To the east, yep.
Back on the east with an attack level that will hopefully make this easier for him to get through. You know, it's rough over here in Eastern Hyrule today. Enemies are hitting hard. We don't have a ton of heart containers. Fairy's down to 20, so that's good.
Yeah, and here's that item room for Home. So, I mean, you know, the closer you get to Valley of Death and, you know, Grand Palace, the closer you are to evil, and there is that flute.
Okay, so
we have a way beyond River Devil.
Home can vanquish our buddy, the River Devil. He's beelining for the bridge that he walked past it, but that's fine. He's headed back there now.
Yep, and Home just Taelin going right back to the east. Not gonna
Taelin
look
grabbing his trophy out of the Risen Peabag Cave. Yeah, I don't blame Home here. I mean, you know, I feel like we're locked out of a part of this west, either by a connector somewhere, like another cave, maybe the raft tile, by boots. So, you know, he's gonna go do what he knows he can explore that is new over here, which is our buddy the River Devil.
Neither of them going for that jump cave though yet. I mean, granted, Taelin just grabbed the trophy, but
Yeah, that is true. I wonder if maybe like recency bias or whatever. Maybe they're doing what they have seen recently, as opposed to what they saw early on in the seed. Like they may have just forgotten about it.
very possible. I mean, it happens. You know, you start going through these seeds and you see so many caves, and you know, I've seen that happen with like boulder block caves before too, where it's just like, I don't know, I don't know where I can go, and oh right, there was a boulder block cave right away. So we'll see.
Taelin finding his buddy the River Devil. Doesn't have the flute yet, sadly. Hey, home got the fairy feet. GG's home. Now we're gonna play our buddy a song here, and he's gonna get so excited that he goes off to the rave that's in a different part of Hyrule. It's lore that you never heard.
I was waiting for this also to be a dead end, so it was like Bagu was nothing. But alas, we do have Shield Town here for the kid that we don't have, but we're gonna get upstab.
Yes, we are definitely gonna get us some upstab.
Game is playable as Taelin takes another up a heading back.
I think
to the west.
he's probably going for Fairy Spell here would be my guess. He's got that trophy now. Yes, Home's favorite town, Field Town, everyone. In case you don't know, Home_Wrecker is a well-known lover of all things shields. So, you know, this is a good time to tell everyone, give our runners a follow. They're putting on a great show for us tonight. So go give them a follow. Especially if you decide to follow Home, make sure you comment sometime when he's streaming about how good shields are. He'll love that.
Ooh, Taelin almost dodging that encounter there. But yeah. Gotta get that fairy spell. And here's free reflect. Just gotta give a lady a nice drink of water from the well. So let's see, we've seen 1, 3, 4. So
yeah, we've still got a bunch of palaces outstanding here. And we're still missing half our towns between both continents.
Yeah, half the towns and half our continent connectors. We've seen, you know, the bridge in a cave. Granted, it's taken us to the 3 continents we care about. But we have no idea where that Death Mountain is hiding.
Yeah, that's fine. Nobody ever wants to see that. Except for, you know, masochists.
You can't full clear the game without going to Death Mountain, Royale.
That's fair. That is fair. Required boots in Death Mountain. I mean, it could happen. It could be a thing. We're missing the desert tile, sunken Peabag Cave, and the new Kasuto overworld checks in the east. But other than that, outside of palaces,
I think we just saw a town there on Home. Yep, just on the south of his screen there, but he's dodging it.
He's, you know, he's practicing metropolitan avoidance right now.
Yeah, I agree, Mariah. He's definitely on tunnel vision exploration, but finds another town and a palace.
Yeah, he'll get back to that. So that one's going to be New Kasuto then, because he's found Old Kasuto here. He didn't even read the sign. He's just going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. And there's jump. All right, cool.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Jump
yeah.
helps a lot, especially in like GP.
yeah, exactly. I really like having jump in GP. Like, not necessary, but definitely helpful. Palace
And
2.
2. All right.
Okay.
So we still have a palace in the west, a palace in Valley of Death, and another palace in the east.
Yes.
For 5, 6, and GP. Lovely.
Yes. Okay, so Taelin, I think, is maybe struggling a little bit with what to do next, where to go here.
Yeah, in that
is-
sort of hate loop that Home was in earlier.
Yeah, this seed is pretty linear. Like, there's not a ton of options. You get to a certain point, and it's like you only have 1 or 2 things left to do.
Yeah, I mean, we have Glove, we have Fairy, and we have, well, Taelin has the any key, but it's like, the game at this point is definitely, in my mind, screaming palaces.
Mm-hmm. Taelin taking a dip into Valley of Death here, maybe?
No, just a rough encounter that
just
rolled.
A lava encounter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no! No, he is dipping Valley of Death. Okay.
He is going for it. Okay. Okay. Good luck.
Showing Home how easy Fairy Feet is there.
I think that was his last life, though.
I think, yeah, unfortunate.
Sad. Home's gonna go back and fight the Iron Knuckle for the XP. Pretty close to, I think 1400 would be life 6, if I remember correctly.
Yes, because he skipped life 6 for Magic 5, which was 1410. So yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Letting it ride.
Okay. I mean, you know, he's pretty much guaranteed an attack level here if he completes the palace. And okay, Taelin is going into 3, so this is good. This is good. He'll get his flute in here. I'm not sure. I've not watched him play a ton of Z2R. I'm not sure how his downstabless Rebenak is. So
I know he prefers downstab. As Home finds a heart, is he gonna get 10%ed here? Oh, come on,
I mean,
drop.
we can only hope.
Ah, darn it. Yeah, and yeah, Taelin finds that.
Elendar, completely serious question. Is there a way to program the game so it increases only Homewrecker's chance of that not dropping it on itself?
Wow. Can I get Mariah or J-Lo to move up from tracking?
What? Not you, just Home.
I know, but then we have different seeds, and then there's rules committees being called in, and it's a whole thing.
Okay, Palace 2 is...
It's doing P2 things.
Yeah, it really is. It can be long, it can be annoying. It's fun when you know, are playing the vanilla game as a child, and you're like, oh, it's Palace 2. Palace 1 is pretty short. This is the second palace, so it's probably also pretty short. Haha, joke's on you, kids. Okay, back to the east for Taelin with flute in hand to charm the River Devil.
It's bad enough in the vanilla game that you have to walk through all that swamp to get to P2, and then the game beats you over the head with a long palace.
Yeah, that's very fair. Vanilla game is rough, man.
There's a reason some of us don't run vanilla and we only run rando. Shout outs to the people who run, you know, vanilla game.
Yeah, shout out to the all keys runners. Yeah, more P2. Okay, I think you probably got to kill this tin suit in order to get a spawn here, maybe.
Well, I mean, it
like,
should still drop
are
blue.
Yeah, it should. But I feel like drops are weird sometimes from these drippers. Oh, he doesn't
I'd
have
kill the tin
magic,
suit
and he
anyway.
doesn't have keys. And there are only 70 in here. What a ripoff. So yeah, he's got to die because he needs magic. Imagine getting the magic key from Maze Island.
Right? Such a free item.
Oh, he wants the. Okay, he's.
Yep.
Is he get? Oh no, he's not getting the P-Bay. He's really close to another level. Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing here. What this routing is. Taelin's gonna get up stab.
Yeah, I'm not sure on Home's part, but yeah, Taelin gonna go ahead and grab best stab. Probably gonna get that kid hint. I'm a fan of, even if you don't need the spell in something like Darunia, you know, getting the hint at this point so you know, hey, if it's in a palace, I don't have to clear that palace.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It helps with routing decisions. The second part to that, though, is then you have to remember that you got the hint and it was in the palace, which, you know, is something that none of us have ever done before that play this game.
Absolutely.
We never forget the hints that we receive.
Or like you even write it down, but you're in the palace and you're like, ooh, item room. All right, Taelin.
Yeah, not having this any key is kind of hurting Home's palace routing here, like a lot. Like there was a key door where he just came from. There's a key door in the direction he's going. He is low on magic.
Yeah, definitely, you know, impacting the game here on his side, down to his last life. He thundered the blue knuckle earlier, and now faring again. I'm kind of with you, Royale. He has upstab and the glove. I'm shocked he didn't just let that other room fill up at this point and get that P bag.
Yeah, and he has jump. He has a jump spell.
Oh yeah, so it'd be even easier to get that P bag. But again, you know, week one, hey, we haven't been playing this game in a hot minute. I'm in a race situation, not even like a big race situation where I can, you know, just try and place well. It's 1v1. So that completely changes some people's calculus on routing decisions.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Taelin has grabbed his Reflect out of Nibiru. Home is... Wow. Okay, that was one quick boss kill right there.
Buttery Germa Fencer.
I do not like those two words together. Also, that would make a great race room name.
There we go. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, that's third gem on Homewrecker's side.
Love to see it. And yeah, I mean, we still have to find Palaces 5, 6, and obviously GP, but we know where we still have to look. Oh, look, like a water bridge. I like that.
So I wonder at this point, where are the boots? They've got to be somewhere.
Are you asking for us to curse the runners, or are you
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually, that's a fair question, and I'm not sure of the answer. 7 magic container basement.
I mean, it's possible. And Taelin also walking right past New Kasuto. Both of these runners had it.
Hate New Kasuto today.
They both had it just on the bottom portion of their screen, and just said no. As Home picks up the candle, you love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's, you know, I think probably neither one of these guys absolutely needs it, but it does make stuff easier.
Oh no, and it's one of those things where if it's on the desert tile like that, I'm not gonna just walk away from it.
Yeah, you just grab it. You're right there. I mean, okay, so Homewrecker, I can understand skipping New Kasuto since his hatred for grannies is well known, but like, Taelin has the extra magic container. Like, he could actually, like, there's a good chance, you know, because it's either 4, 5, or 6 jars.
Yeah.
He's got 6, so there's a good chance that
5, 6, or 7.
him out.
5, 6, or
7.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Numbers are hard. Numbersing is hard, and Englishing is also hard. And counting is hard. All the things are hard.
You know, this is fair. That's why we just talk about the game and let these guys run it.
Okay, yeah, Taelin just having a much easier time navigating palace exploration with this magic key. Just like not having to think about how much magic do I have? Can I go through this key door? Should I go through the other key door? Like this just is making his time much easier.
I almost wonder at this point too if Homewrecker thinks he's seen the other item and thinks it was junk. Yeah, JLo brings up a good point as well. I mean, depending on what they're looking at,
yeah,
you know,
it's true.
They
it's
might
kind of
not
on the
have seen
edge.
it.
Yeah, it was kind of on the edge there. That is a fair point. However, I am just going to use this as support for my narrative about Homewrecker's hatred of grannies. Okay, so Home's in Valley of Death now.
Yeah, I mean, and now we see why Taelin, you know, struggled with these screens. There's a lot going on in here.
Mm-hmm. The enemy set in both continents in the seed has been a little munga. Like there's been some interesting mixes. There's been some hard-hitting stuff. There's been Home getting booped into the drink.
Yep, forgetting he has upstab there and just letting the blue spider come on down. Just got Bob.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was waiting for, was come here so I can stab you, but no, it was come here so you can heck me. But that's okay. He's gonna make it through with his fairy feet. And still has enough left over to fairy again in this cave. Taelin maybe not knowing that this is a dead-end room. I'm not sure. Like, he's got magic, unless he's looking for P-bags. Not sure what he's...
Yeah, I'm gonna chalk it up to Taelin.
Yeah.
Maybe... I mean, he told me he never even played the vanilla game.
Okay, so that's fair. This is a vanilla dead-end room that is normally in Palace 4 in the vanilla game. So yeah, if you are new to Randomizer and also have not played vanilla, then yes, room recognition, because of the amount of community rooms and custom designed rooms in the Randomizer especially, can be challenging. Thankfully, we have Mirai to compile all of these rooms. He is our resident Z2R room expert. Look, man, you did it to yourself.
I mean, he went through room by room and took XLR quality photos of every single room, pieced them together individually, and put them on a wonderful document. He didn't use Z2 Edit at all.
I may have done something like that.
Hey, you're talking to the guy who, in the first tournament, had a paper printout of a vanilla DM just in case he got vanilla shuffled, and I had a Sharpie to draw the connections.
You know, that's totally fair. I would like to call out Homewrecker's excellent, like that was great execution in that nasty double glove blocked room with the raw heads.
Oh yeah, not a fun room
in
at all.
sine waves, and like he timed it really nice, so that last pair one came at him from the back, so he got booped into the blocks instead of into the lava. Like that was really good. That was really good.
His skills as a math teacher coming in clutch there.
I also miss Vanilla Shuffle Elendar from a commentary perspective, not from an I ever want to play it perspective.
If you miss Vanilla Shuffled, just wait until the Max Rando tournament. Not in standard. I'm fine with it as long as I know it's an option. If I'm playing standard, I want it randomized. Oh no, Taelin takes an awful boop there.
Oh no, yeah, that sucks. And Home finding a downstab block. in Palace 6 here, so we'll have to see. Have to see if that is gonna end up being the way to our friend Barbara Streisand, or if there is another path. Man, have a fire dropping Moa or 2 or 3. That was intense.
Yeah, it's always fun when you get multiples of them just barely synced up, so they drop the fire just in perfect synchronicity with each other. Home finding a blue room in Palace 6. Not the blue room he thought, or not the blue room he wanted, though. And yeah, J-Lo pointing out in chat, we still haven't seen Mido. Cough, cough,
yeah.
jump cave.
Right? Yeah, no one, they both have jump now. No one has gone back for jump cave. I think it just is maybe forgotten that it exists, which is fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am wondering what, the curiosity is growing. What is on the other side?
What's in the butt? No.
Okay, I think, is Taelin on the right way to the boss? I don't remember exactly the route that Home took.
Oh, look, Home going for keys.
Yeah, definitely going for keys.
Like we said, at least there's keys in the drop pool, there's keys in the palace. So, like, he's not getting completely locked out, which is good and bad.
Right, yeah, because it's not, I mean, you know, good because obviously he can navigate palaces, but also a little bad because it's really not giving him any incentive to go look for the magic key. Left from the bottom of the 2 4-ways? Okay. Yeah, this is the, okay, hey, boots! Boots in Palace 6.
Alright. Hey, well, we'll take it. So, I mean, with what we know about the seed, then, that is go mode for Home.
Yeah, should be.
I don't think anything can lock him unless there's a really, really terrible go-through DM to get that raft tile to find a palace.
That, or, you know, at this point, if there's the key room, the one double lock key room in VP, and he goes in with no, yeah, he goes in with no any key and no extra keys that he has found anywhere like that. But like, yeah, other than some extreme circumstances, yes, this is most probably Homewrecker go mode.
Yeah. And in the excitement of that, Taelin taking down Helmet Head, placing another gem.
Home's still looking for Barba here. It's found the item. We know there is a downstab lock, so this would actually be great if you have to dip P6 for your boots to go get downstab from a boots lock place on the west. That would be funny. It would especially be funny if it's not technically boots locked and just you could get there from jump cave and no one ever checked it.
That would be funnier to me, anyway.
Room,
but I do want to go to bed
at
some point tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Alright, Taelin on the path to get his candle here. And Home, yeah, just saying, I'm going to take out these raw heads.
I don't blame him. Like, this room is a little brutal. Like, these rooms are scary.
Oh, they're absolutely brutal. And anyone who turns off the generators match flag and can get different generators in rooms like this, more power to you. You're mad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Mariah, I agree. Them not being locked in the basement behind 7 containers is a big sad moment, but you know, here we go.
I missed it on Taelin's side, but he did find the candle on the desert tile. I just saw him peek into a cave and it's all lit up now, so that's good. That's always always helpful.
I also just realized I need to formally apologize to these runners and indeed to you, chat. They did not see New Kasuto at the southern end of their screen. That was actually Naburu that they had both already been in.
Okay, we're bad and they're good, and we're just missing New Kasuto. Okay, that's fair. That explains why they just ignored it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just sitting over here having a good time, laughing with my friend here, talking about these two runners who you should 100% follow. They're putting on a show for you, struggling through this for your entertainment and benefit. But Home deciding he doesn't want to deal with 3 Iron Knuckles ferrying over the encounter. I think I saw a lever, on Taelin's screen.
Very good.
That is so bad on that Wilson encounter because it spawns behind the fence. I hate that so much.
So rude.
Wonder, can you make more encounters like this where it's a hidden lever?
More hidden enemies, please. Maximum pain for these runners. Not these runners in particular. All runners in general. Maximum pain.
Very true. As Home finds another dead end.
He's looking for keys, I bet.
That's true.
He loves to find keys in these dead ends.
Home runner queuing up AC/DC, but not casting it. And getting booped. Taelin on Zombie Link mode, working his way around the east, back into Valley of Death, this time with Upstab and with the candle. Gonna be a little easier here for him. Hopefully he can get through this time.
Oh, sad. He had one nice upstab on one of the red bats, but that second one got him. Oh no, he saved it. Nice save, Taelin.
Great save.
Very nice.
And Taelin's fairy, actually both of their fairies on, is it, you said it was 20? Yeah.
20 on Magic 5, yeah.
Nice and cheap. You love to see that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Taelin's got 6 magic jars, Home only has 5, so it is nice that it's cheap. Since magic is a little low. Home is he just realized it. He's downstab locked out of Palace 6. This is very good. VT, you outdid your side. I forgive you for the jet seed you rolled last night.
Spoilers for those who haven't seen the seed from last night. Or seeds.
I mean, there were several.
Oh, hey, look, another town and another palace. Boots locked. I'm sure there's a way over here from, Jump Cave, though, so it's not only boots locked. There's going to be one, little path of forest from Jump Cave that just brings you over here. They could have had this years ago.
Okay, so life spell for Home in Raru.
Yep, grabbing that. Taelin making his way back to the east. So, but now here's the other thing. Is life going to actually be worth something as we see GP there in the west? So we do have the other Eastern Palace is 5/6, and then no, Home found Valley of Death. Yeah, it was 6. He's downstab locked. Out of that.
6 is downstab locked in Valley of Death, and then 5 is missing somewhere in the east. Yes. Taelin, I think, is about to find 6 here. He's about done with these cave rooms to get into Valley of Death.
Yep.
Home getting downstab. Oh no, he's going back into Valley of Death. I think he died here. Yeah, he died here. And
Taelin took an unfortunate game over, but really, shout outs to Taelin. I mean, I know earlier I said, he's one of the upstarts runners, but his fairy feats are on point.
Yeah, he's been very consistent tonight. Okay, so Home finally has found the rest of the things here. He's gonna go clear out Palace 4. And then it's just, find Palace 5, go back and finish Palace 6.
Yeah, and then
this layout, the map on these seeds has been quite something tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we needed those boots. out of 6 to get down stab to finish 6.
So yeah, Mariah was saying you don't need down stab for that room. And I know there's like a version where you do and a version where you don't. I didn't see. I wasn't paying enough attention to know if. But I believe Mariah.
Yeah, you can walk around in that room.
I believe Mariah, and I believe that Homewrecker just loves down stab so much that he was like felt compelled, he felt drawn to find it.
Yep. Yeah, so like Mariah is saying, that first area you drop down, hit that, and then even without down stab, you can do the 2-tile jump slash to break the brick. Obviously, the jump spell and up stab make that easier. But yeah, you can get through that as home. Still very quickly.
Okay, this is a very fast P4. Taelin also doing a decent job. Okay, I just cursed him. I'm sorry, Taelin. You were doing so well. I didn't mean to curse you into the lava.
It's alright. He's got it this time. Nice duck there. Alright, Tay. My turn to curse him as home fighting Karok, dancing towards the middle of the room.
Karok is not cooperating with the whole time. Okay, there. That's a little better. The first several just did not land at all.
Yeah, so maybe it's just a superstition, but I still fight Karok from the far right side of the room.
Yeah, same. Oh no, he was so close. Taelin, I believe.
Shoot.
Got this.
He had the blocks crunched too.
Yeah, those rat heads were rude. They just came out of nowhere and booped him.
Yep. Hey, it's early enough in the palace. He's got this. His home place is gem number 4. Almost beating the palaces in order, but he did 1-3-2, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, for a second I thought he was maybe gonna go back in for the item, and I was gonna, wonder why, but no, I think he was just letting his level up happen.
Yeah. Alright, and here's key for like this room, if this is happening, like don't tilt, just focus, get into your zone, get through the room, and you got this. I think Home like thought about, I wonder if he was looking for another exit off the maze. But it looks like he realizes there isn't one.
Yeah, maybe a different way down to this connector, so he doesn't have to go through all these encounters, all 2 of these encounters, but yeah, I think it's just, this is the way.
This is the way. Yeah, that's another fair point coming from Mariah, that magic container that Taelin got out of that palace early, kind of paying dividends, giving him an extra cast of fairy that Home doesn't quite have.
Yeah, taking out the raw heads is a strat. They'll respawn, but it'll take them a little bit. Sometimes it can buy you enough time to power through. Hey, look, it's New Castudo.
And it's 6 magic container
6 magic
locked
containers.
for the basement.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Alright, so a whole lot of nothing so far. Alright, Taelin, you got this one. There you go. Spawning it from the other direction as well can help.
Okay, I wonder if Home just checks the spell tower here, since he just got spell. Yeah, he's going to.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Probably looking for a magic container so he can Oh no, he's not going to. He just
Well,
walked
he needs
almost.
magic to cast it.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. That would have been funny if he had actually just gotten there and stood there and been like, "Hi, I can't cast this."
But yeah, Taelin makes it through the room. Just let the raw heads spawn on the other direction.
Yay! Yeah, that's also a strat. Yeah, Mirai, none of us have ever done that, ever.
Nope.
Not once. Never happened.
Oh, darn.
Okay. Home is bailed out here. He
right.
probably
It's going to be a one-up in Granny's basement.
He's still angry at Granny, even though he's bailed out. He's still angry.
It's either going to be a one-up doll or the kid. I'm calling it right now.
Oh no, Taelin died and he has to do this room again. He took a game over. But he's got the strat now.
Absolutely.
He's got it down.
There you go. Just let him chase you the whole way.
Yep, easy. Oh no!
Oh no, the recoil.
I'm terrible. I'm gonna stop talking.
Royale,
Actually,
please.
I'm
yes,
not.
it's the kid!
Wow! Just leaves the kid abandoning the child. This is.
She's babysitting her grandson. It's fine.
I don't think that's what's happening here, Mr. Various. Okay, he did find P5 though, so we have seen all of our palaces. Homewrecker is go-moding things. He's, abandoning children. He's hating on grannies. He's finding Guma somewhere in here.
Well, he is a teacher, so.
He's just living up to his name, indeed.
Alright. Taelin making it through that room saying, I'm not going to mess with the Iron Knuckle this time. And the subsequent Doom Knocker just ferries over them further into P6. Hopefully going to get to his boots here pretty soon. I think they were up this elevator at one of the junctions. Could be mistaken. So yeah, here's that room. If Taelin just dropped into that first gap there,
yep, and started
chop
breaking
out those
blocks.
4 blocks.
Yep. I wonder if Home's gonna realize that he didn't actually need to leave at that particular. Like, there could be a block beyond. Okay, yeah, there could be a block beyond that we haven't seen yet. But like that particular room, I wonder if he's gonna realize when he goes back that he could have gotten through it without downstab.
To be determined.
We'll see.
It's also possible he just gets tunnel vision again, goes into that room, and just autopilots through it.
We've got the double fairy revival on Taelin's side. Always fun.
Love it.
Okay, Taelin's gonna go to the left because he's not. He's I'm not sure if he knows that's a dead end, but maybe he saw the rawheads and was like, not today, Satan, not again.
Yeah, I think he knows that room.
Yeah, that one is a pretty recognizable one.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that room came up several times during upstarts. So
very good. Home continuing to explore this P5 with all of his stab tech, making, down stab just kind of breaks the game a little bit, makes it so easy.
Definitely easier.
Easier to avoid enemies, I think. It's easier to just boop off the heads of enemies and be like, I'm done with you. Peace out.
Yep, and Taelin does make it to the item room.
Yay,
gonna be rewarded with boops.
Nice.
And almost as bad as rawheads, we have these
guys.
Jerks.
Yeah. Hey, Home also has a few friends on his screen as well.
All the friends.
Homewrecker continuing to explore this Palace 5, which can be very long, can be very trolly, can loop you all around. This is a dead end. He knows it. He's probably looking for keys. Taelin's gonna see if he can find the path to Barba. So he's already seen the room that Home noped out of once. I wonder if maybe he will recognize when he sees it again if that is a room that he can go through without Down's tab. We'll have to see. Okay, he's gonna go up for it. Oh, okay. So it's a pea bag there. Yeah, he can. Yeah, so okay, he's gonna go through here. He's gonna do it. Maybe if he can get past this guy. Home's still looking for Guma.
Yep. Another unfortunate game over from Taelin there, but
yeah, it's true. He knows he can get through that room though, so I think we're gonna see him head straight back to that spot and maybe show us what is behind there.
We've seen a fair bit of P6, so it might not be too much further to Barba.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. Oh, poor Bubble. He's so sad for you, caught in the block like that. Get wrecked.
You know, he's doing his best.
He's vibing. You know, it's a good place for him because then he can't boop all your magic away. This room again for Taelin. Giving him.
Don't think the experience counted up, so it didn't.
That's
shoot,
sad.
so those enemies
That's
don't count as
bad.
dead. So yeah, that's the other thing. If like that Doom Knocker's troubling you, try and kill it once, but make sure your experience counts up, and then it'll stay dead.
Guma? No Guma.
Taelin back in the pattern. You love to see it.
Okay, very good.
Oh, nice. Yep, nice double back to make sure they floated over him.
Yeah, very well done that time.
I know a lot of people give flack to like the Aaron to U2 dripper room. I honestly hate this one more.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't mind the Aaron to U2 dripper room. I think that's a fine community room. It's okay. Once you get the timing down, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a fun enough room. But yeah, it's like I know that one just gets flack. Alright, Tay, get through this. Nope. Taelin. Oh, Taelin, buddy.
Sad.
Hey, he's pushing through though.
He's persistent though. Yeah, he's persistent. Hey, it's a Guma. Finally.
Muck, please.
So, you know what community room I really like that I hear people hate on a lot? You know the one with the...
Apparently me?
The 6, like, breakable, like, the tall blocks that are in the lava, the skinny ones that have the drippers, like, on 3 of them.
Oh, triple dripper, yeah.
I love that room. I love that room so much. I think it's great.
It is a good room. I'll give you that. Alright, Home doing the Guma dance here. So far, so good. Only a couple of perforations in his little cat face so far. But perforates Guma more and gets the job done.
Oh no. He out of keys? Does he have to go die or find magic?
I think he's trying to double level.
Okay, that would make sense, actually. Nice. So he's gonna get magic and
magic. He's getting magic.
Another magic. Here. Gosh, 577. That is an interesting. interesting when, you know, I mean, attack is pretty much always the most expensive, but interesting to see 2 levels in between both magic and life and attack.
Yeah, very true. And Taelin just saying, enough of your nonsense. I will thunder you.
You know, I mean, I kind of don't blame him. This is very frustrating to have to just keep doing this over and over again.
Absolutely.
He is extremely perseverant, and it is commendable. This is not a friendly room at all in terms of the enemy set. It's just not great. Okay, Home got the fairy feet the second time.
He definitely has like these first 2 pillars down to a science. Like he gets the jump and then he gets the duck.
Yep. Yeah, his muscle memory on those first 2 seems to be... Oh, he just got hecked by that rude wrong way rawhead though.
You get to that point and it's like, I've seen the raw spawn and I've seen him not spawn. So yeah, definitely a unfortunate spawn there. Meanwhile, Home dancing with another wonderful enemy, the coconut.
Yes.
Do we have the actual name of that enemy, or can we all just agree to collectively rename them Coconut, like we've renamed Horsehead and Helmet Head?
Yeah, Mariah is usually really good about using proper enemy names, and he calls it a coconut, so I think that just is the real name.
Perfect. My uncle who works at Nintendo agrees.
Cool. Yeah, it's confirmed then. Elendar also confirms it, so yeah.
Elendar's seen the code, so it works.
Okay, Homewrecker just needs to make it through these pass-through rooms to get back into Palace 6. See if Taelin can get past our buddy, the Red Iron Knuckle here this time.
Yep. So fun combat trick. I say fun, but Tay got by him.
Okay.
If you're in a gap like this, where it's just 2 tiles high, so you and the Iron Knuckle are both touching the ceiling, if you just roll your fingers between jump and attack, jump and attack, jump and attack, you will constantly stab the Iron Knuckle in the visor and they won't block.
That is a handy trick. That's good to know. Combat tips with Mr. Various.
Mr. Various was my father, please. Barba is
oh my god!
Oh
my god!
One shot, Barba. Place the 6th gem before Home. You got this.
Okay, so yeah. Homewrecker, please. Homewrecker, please. So, I mean, here's the thing, is, like, downstab is almost certainly required for GP. Maybe not, but usually there's, like, it at least comes in handy if it's not outright required. But, yeah, this is kind of a huge feels bad for Home. Came in here and noped out when Barba was just kind of free behind this not downstab required room.
Yep. This is another moment though where Taelin has to just, stay focused, not let the pressure build, just get 1-2 shots, take Barba nice and safe. And let Home just keep getting booped by these knuckles. It's fine.
Yep, and Taelin is playing it pretty safe here and, doing a good job getting consistent, 1-2 hits, so.
Yeah, and I will say shout-outs to Homewrecker remembering how to get back to this room.
Yes, yeah, that is a good point. He has been through a pretty trolly P5 and, some other happenings. I wonder if he has realized. GG's, Taelin, on the Barba kill. That was well done.
Excellent. Yep. And Home going for the jackhammer.
Okay, we're seeing a little jackhammer from Home. Yep.
As Taelin, the first to place the gem in P6. For his third gem, though, Home not too far behind. I think he still has an extra life as well. So casting jump before getting to the platform, though.
Yeah, that's ballsy right there.
Lurch saying the actual name is Guru Boku. Yeah, I'm calling him Coconuts.
Yeah, coconut sounds good, I think.
And Home getting the kill, but Barba getting the kill as well. So I think that's Barba 2, Home 1.
Home, please. Home, please.
But
the kill still counts.
It counts. It counts. It counts. So Home placing gem number 6. But here's the question, chat. Are we going to... And Home burning the gem. Look at it. Look at this guy.
Okay.
Saying, I don't care.
Gaming.
We're an hour and a half in. I can burn this gem. Here's the kicker, though. Are we going to run into a key block in GP? And not only that...
We can only hope, Chai.
Are we going to run into the infamous glove key block?
Taelin picking up his life spell here in the boots locked section of the west.
Barrier up just after 135. Taelin also about to grab his down stab. As Home saying, sorry Chroma, I'm going right.
Very good.
I know there are other runners who go left as well, but Chroma sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, I think they're probably the most well known for popularizing the go left strat after version 4 was released of the Randomizer.
Yep, and Taelin getting that lovely, lovely down stab and saying, all right, we're out of here.
Yeah, down stab's so OP.
We never saw DM also, so...
No, this is the second seed of this tournament that I have commed where there has been no Death Mountain even viewed at all, and I consider that to be good luck.
It sounds like you need to do some more comms, Royale.
Okay, life only heals for 2 bars, which is better than 1 bar, but not great. Hey, look, jump spell coming in handy here.
Oh, you really hope that red bird, I will not say their real name on Restream, because this is a family-friendly stream, and it sounds much like a dirty word. The lag of multiple birds in those waffles just is not fun to contend with.
No, not at all. Okay, Taelin is armed, fully armed with life spell, down stab. Also looking for, you're gonna be disappointed, I'm sorry.
Yep, and there you go, Royale. That is down stab locked.
A down stab lock, so...
Maybe. It could be left to start.
It's true, it's true.
They look more... Alright, yeah. It's getting more and more likely as we progress. And Home living up to infamy, dying from a small enemy in GP. I won't tell him that during the interview. But Homewrecker he's known for showing just amazing combat prowess and then going headlong into a small enemy. Bless him. And dead end here. So, I mean, we do still have two lefts. The left at the start and then the left at the glove-blocked elevator.
Okay, Taelin not abandoning the poor child in Granny's basement. Taelin is rescuing the child, even though I don't think we're going to see a child turn in here at all. But, at least bringing the child out of the depths of the basement, unlike Homewrecker, who just left the child to rot. Ty, that emote is so
I mean,
good. It's
the
very
least
good.
you can do is take him on an adventure.
Right, like, you know, he's been trapped in that basement for we don't know how long. He wants to see the world, even if it is Guma and, you know, a bunch of chicken knights and GP.
Link can't always be the one having all the fun on these adventures, all right?
Well,
you got to
like
train the
he's
next
gotta,
generation.
exactly. You have to train up the next Hylian hero, because, like, contrary to what Nintendo thinks, Link ain't gonna live forever. At some point, you know, one of these times, he gonna get got.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of, not Wanda Gamlon? What's the new one? Echoes of Wisdom. There's a wand, Gamlon's involved. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
So Hope spent a decent amount of time in this P5 looking for Guma. See if Taelin has better luck with the routing here.
Yeah, I mean, P5 is notorious, you know, for being just...
Oh, that was an unfortunate spawn.
See, this is why people don't like your room, Aaron.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was unfortunate. Usually you can get through right there where it's just like the little red guy, the little red drips, and it's no big deal.
I'm not saying I don't like the room. I'm just saying this is why people don't like the room.
Why people in general, yes.
And
potentially was a loop for Home. I think he's unsure if he's looped or not. I'm also unsure.
Yeah, I've been trying to watch Taelin as well, you know, keeping an eye on his progress through P5.
Yeah, it looks like Home is caught in some kind of loop here. Some of these rooms are looking pretty empty of enemies, and he's been killing a lot of stuff. This
yeah, if there's another Blue Knight here. Yep. Yeah, he's definitely been in this room.
Oh, Taelin playing a dangerous game there, down stabbing into those enemies on the bridge with the breakable blocks.
Yeah, that always makes me so nervous because like even though I'm like super careful, like don't hold down, it's like then there's the other time where your thumb rolls over down, and as you jump, instead of jumping, Link just go straight down and just plummets.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the right way. I know Home...
Yeah, Home went through... Yeah, Home went through these rooms.
Yeah, the trapped bubble. That Taelin is setting free from its mortal coil.
He's a much nicer person than me. I leave that guy trapped 100% of the time. You can vibe in the block, my dude.
Oh, that's why Home went through this room twice, because it's a dead end.
Right. That reminds me. This is not the way. We were wrong. It is a way.
It is a way. Dang it. Yeah, Lurch, I think you're right. I think we have the first left, and then, like I said, I think it's the glove block elevator left that we still have to explore. And yeah, Taelin definitely feeling lost going to the dead end here from the elevator. In this vanilla palace room as well. Now, I want to say that's a vanilla P5 room as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I will take your word for it. That one, Mirai says you're not mistaken. So between the two of you, I trust that you're absolutely right about that. I believe you.
Excellent. I played the vanilla game a long time ago.
Yeah, me too. I was never that good at it and did not make it to P5 all that often. So I'm not great on the P5 room recognition. Do much better on 1 through 4.
I'm pretty sure we got a Game Genie in 93 or 94.
The Game Genie, the savior of millennials everywhere.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I still have that book somewhere of like all the Game Genie codes.
Game Genie was clutch for Bubble Bobble. Oh,
Yes.
the chicken and waffle. Oh, the chicken and syrup, or
Yep.
the waffles and syrup room. This room is always so terrifying to me. Like, there's no situation
no.
where I feel confident that I won't end up in the lava in this room.
Yeah, and no matter what the enemy set, you're just like, oh, good, this room. No, you're never happy to see it.
No. Okay, so Taelin it wasn't the greatest, freest P5, but I feel like he didn't spend as much time as Home did in here exploring, looking for Guma.
I would say he definitely didn't spend more time.
No,
I don't know if it was less.
Yeah, it maybe was about the same, but it seemed like he had a little bit of a faster time. Maybe that's just my perception. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, going for the chest stabs on Guma too. So just absolutely laying the gauntlet down, saying, Home, you know what? Obviously, he doesn't know that Home's in GP, but Home, you might be in GP, but I'm doing this.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Chad, for the raid.
And Home finding T-Bird.
All right, so T-Bird is required in this flag set, so we are on the right path. No, attack 4, not great here. I think 2260 is attack 5, which, you know, it's a damn shame that Taelin does not have that right now for this fight, but, you know, it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing that patience right now, I say, is he... You know what, Royale? I feel like it's just when I talk to you.
Yeah, I probably jinxed it. It's true. I'll take the blame for that.
Right. Back to that patience, Taelin, please. He got cornered.
Guma. Guma got a little too close. He was not respecting Taelin's personal space there.
You know, Guma was just trying to invite Taelin to the Sadie Hawkins. And that's it. He cornered Taelin and said, hey, you're going to the dance with me. And Taelin said no, and so he got a mace to the face. I mean,
that seems plausible. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, Home getting in a nice pendulum here. That's a reflect cast, because I definitely saw that fireball hit the shield and Tink.
Very good. You know,
hey, not
Home
bad.
is a big fan of the Tinks as well as the shields, so that makes sense. Yeah, he got through it. He didn't. I thought it was a fine T-Bird fight. He did not look super happy with his performance, but that room after is gross. But he got through it, and he's gonna go find Darklink. Taelin going after the beefy boy again here.
Oh,
okay.
Boo!
Wow.
2 rooms after T-Bird.
Okay, dude. Just go down the elevator.
Yep. Home looking at the camera, thinking, man, is Taelin done?
I think, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is an hour 46, like, you feel bad about this. There's no way for him to know that he is, you know, in the lead, doing well, about to win, but, like, you feel bad about an hour 46, hour 47 Darklink. GG's to Homewrecker.
Yep. And that is a finish from Home, official racetime.gg time of 1:47:10, and a prompt forfeit from Taelin afterward. Let's check the restream. Gets the Guma kill, though.
Very good.
Shoutouts there. Hey, way to persevere there, Tay. And says, you know what?
That was a nice, like, Guma, super beefy on attack 4. Taelin showing a ton of patience. Just, you know, good strats, good chest stab strats to get the kill. So, very well done by both runners.
And we are joined in the booth by @1home_record. GG's, sir.
GG's.
GG's. Thank you. Is it Thursday? Like, holy crap.
No, sir, it is Wednesday.
It felt like it took until the end of Wednesday to finish this. Oh my goodness.
And we are also joined by Taelin. GG's, Taelin.
Can we swear on this one or no?
Try not to.
I don't know that I want to interview then.
Hey,
They are less strict on ZSR.
I'm really glad to have one of these under my belt, like as far as a live stream, because the only thing I've ever done for Z2R was asyncs for the upstarts, and that's a little more casual. But oh my gosh, it took me forever to unlock what this seed wanted me to do, and it showed. I struggled, and I was taking notes like as a map to try to draw my way around, and still I was like, where am I supposed to go? And then I saw that bridge because I just didn't go far enough right to ever see it, and I was like, oh, that doesn't feel great, and it never got better from there.
Yep, I will say, Taelin, your perseverance showed through, and we called out, obviously you did the upstarts this year, and jumped right into this, which is awesome. Home does have a few of these restreams under his belt. It was still a very rude seed, don't get me wrong, but there were several rooms in these palaces where you showed perseverance. There was a room in P6 that Home thought was downstab locked that you realized wasn't downstab locked, so you made it to Barba first. So there were definitely things that shone through that I hope you carry through to more races and continue on with this. So I want you to take that away first and foremost. But yeah, like you said, it was definitely a seed of attrition, and Homewrecker came on top of that attrition, probably showing some of that more familiarity with the combat and with the exploration.
Yeah, combat, I am a little too dependent on downstab still. It's gotten better, especially like with Lizaltos and stuff, but those blue Iron Knuckles and those blue Rebo wannabes, they just destroy me every time. And so I when I kept seeing them, I'm like, I'm gonna keep getting in trouble with this.
Yeah, I think that's very fair. I think seeds like this too, when your downstab is hidden, blocked by either boots or something, you don't get it until late. It can be rough. I feel you on the combat and the downstab.
And that's just on me. That's just, it'll come. It'll get better. That part doesn't bother me. But it was like everything I did, and then I would get I was goofing up, like just walking back to the bridge for the 17th time, and then found Bago's Woods, and I'm like, well, I'm going to chase that because I don't want to do Maze Island again. And got the glove before I did any palaces. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe that's something. And then I got stuck in the east, and then I pulled the flute. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Like every time I would get stuck and go back, I'd find one more thing to go through the maze again. And I'm like, this is getting super old.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to shout out Homewrecker real quick. Hey, I saw that tree, and I knew you could use the hammer on it. So thanks, buddy.
Nice. You're welcome. Sadly, it didn't have anything.
And nothing. I was really excited when I saw it. Homewrecker was extremely generous last night about 1:30 in the morning. Because I was running a practice seed, and I couldn't find the glove, and there was a random tree in the middle of nowhere that nothing could do with it. And he's like, use a hammer on it. I'm like, oh. And there was the glove. I was like, oh man, I hope that comes up sometime soon. Sure enough.
Those are things you'll remember for a long time.
Yeah.
Home, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't want to talk about the P6, please.
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Did you think you full cleared Maze Island?
No. I knew there was another item there. I just didn't want to go for it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's the any key.
Oh, that would have saved me a little bit of time. Or a lot of bit of time.
Yeah.
Taelin, I saw that Maze Island. I'm like, this thing looks like a nightmare. I just no, I didn't want to play Pick a Path.
No,
I don't blame you. It was a gross layout.
Don't blame you. And obviously, it didn't, come to bite you. And there were keys in the drop pool. But Home, I wanted to kind of pick your brain. First gem placed around 30 minutes. Still no downstab, still no fairy. How are you feeling like in each quarter of this seed, I guess, if we can call them quarters?
Awful. Absolutely awful. Like I had all those like breadcrumbs that Taelin was talking about, like I was in the same boat. I think I did P1 and then finally got through the east to get the glove, and then was it the glove? No, it was
glove was the other side of Saria.
No, it was the trophy. The trophy was in Risen P-Bag Cave, right? I think that's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I eventually remember getting that, and then I did the Baga's Woods for the glove, And then eventually I decided to go into P4 when Beast seemed like I don't think I had made it to P6. And then I go to P4 and get the flute. And then all that nonsense. And the whole time I'm thinking, where are the boots? Or how am I supposed to get to the other part of the West? Now, when I went back and thought about it afterwards, I think there was a connector there, but I didn't see a cave. Like, I don't remember seeing the other end of Fairy Cave.
Ty talked up Jump Cave during most of this race. You
Okay.
guys both saw the front, and neither one of you went through it, so
Yeah.
we don't know where it goes.
Oh, maybe
When I
that's
was
what I'm
in
thinking,
when I was in
Jump
all the
Cave.
way to P6 the second time, I was like, oh yeah, there's Jump Cave. I totally can do that now.
Yep. I
That's
mean,
always how it is.
with the layout, it probably led nowhere because the boots brought you to the other part of the West, but there's a possibility.
Oh no, there's a cave over there, and I found all the item caves, so it leads over there. I'm willing
Okay.
to. I'll bet money it
Very
does.
good, very good. You know, we've so rarely in Z2R get a seed like this where it's just like, go get one thing to do one thing to do what, like these very linear, like fetch questy. This, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sure it wasn't fun to run because it was brutal and the enemy set was gross and, you know, stuff was spread out everywhere, but it was kind of fun to watch.
Go back and watch Mariah's restream of BGT and Vaughn. It was very similar to this as far as go get this one thing to go into this palace, to go get this one thing to go into this palace, to go get this one thing. Here's your boots. Or here's your glove. There you go.
I mean, there was probably a more elegant way to route this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It did feel very bad. And when I got the boots and went over to the other part of the West and saw the raft tile there, then I was mad. And
Oh,
at
there's
that
a
point,
raft
I was
tile?
just like, oh yeah. Yeah, the raft could have also gotten you to downstab. Wherever that is, and wherever the raft tile is, because I didn't find either of them.
Naylor,
Probably
yeah.
Death Mountain somewhere.
Yeah, I never made it to Death Mountain. Have no clue where that's at.
Same. But when I saw that, I'm like, okay, like, can Taelin just be done? Can he finish now, please? Like,
By the time I got to P6, and at that point I'm like, the boots have to be here. Like I was just hard set. I don't know where else it could be at this point. I'm like, I had the race room open. I don't race with the race room open because I'm nervous enough. And I'm like, come on home. Just do me a solid. And then
my misery.
like 9
sorry.
game overs in one room. I was just like, can we please just stop?
Yeah, those raw heads were rough, Tay, and like
Very rude.
every single time you were like a frame away from killing them with thunder or like ferrying, and you just kept hitting the lava, and we're like, hey, but again, that perseverance of, nope, I'm gonna play this, and like that's how most of us, you know, start with this Z2R, and then it builds from there and builds from there.
I hate the Valley of Death. If I don't have Fairy, I struggle getting through that. So once I was in that palace, I wasn't leaving. Like, sorry, I don't care that it's cheap Fairy. I'm not going through this again. And I knew Fairy wasn't an option because I had to break through 2 sets of walls. And I kept trying to like get him to come from the other way, and then I think I'd have it, and I'd make the same mistake twice, and I was just like, oh man. But yeah, I mean, I cannot thank Homewrecker enough, and whoever rolled this, I think it was Alan, that put me and Homewrecker together. It made me feel so much better to be racing someone I knew. Like, it made me so much more at ease to like, okay, fine. If I'm embarrassed, at least it's funny.
I know you both said you don't feel great about the seed, but I honestly don't think either of you should feel embarrassed by anything in this seed.
Yeah,
like,
same. I think you both
it
did a great
was-
job. Like it was a gross seed. The map on both continents was kind of gross.
yeah.
Very linear, very cut up, funny, fetch questy, just items in stupid places. You guys both did great, I think.
I'm only embarrassed about P6. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, you should be embarrassed about that.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
But hey,
when I went
you got the Z2 equivalent of the mirror shield, so Gamachu is happy.
what did you find?
Reflect?
Reflect. Yeah.
Oh,
Reflect.
gosh. We had to get it to
You have to get it. That does not count as a mirror
That's
shield.
why, that's why I love the standard tournament.
Cross
you
is
don't
like
have
the
to
mirror
use
shield in
it.
this scenario.
You don't have to use it against Thunderbird, however, but Home did.
Well, yes, because it made it easier for me to not die. Look, I did not want to. I was not
You
prepared to
wanted
die
to hear,
and go through
you
there
wanted
again.
to hear the tank That's why he.
I did not want to hear the
Tank's
tank. Absolutely no. No, just because we got one tank off a firewall, which I didn't even intend. No.
I will say that
Can we
when I
talk
went,
about
when I
something
went,
else like Granny kidnapping kids. Come on.
right. I will say that when I went into 5, as soon as I went in, I'm like, oh man, shield's right over there. I really should have went and got that. Oh well.
Oh, I would like to
No.
say big shout outs to Taelin for not just letting the poor child rot in Granny's basement and rescuing him and bringing him up to see the sun.
I really was just hoping that was a heart container or something. That's the only reason I went in there. I was like, I'm doing the first check if I can get it, and maybe it's a heart.
Oh,
It's
well, Homewrecker walked in and saw the kid and turned around and walked out because he's heartless.
Rip.
Listen, if that kid was with the granny, it was probably for a reason. May not have been a good one, but that's the granny's fault, not mine.
I'm just saying, it's past June. He's not going to get a tax cut for it. You might as well.
Memes aside,
I said what I said.
memes aside, gentlemen, any last thoughts on the seed, on the opponent, on the tournament, on anything? Life, liberty, the pursuit of Thunderbird.
Sure, I've got two things. Number one, thank you all for volunteering to put this restream on. I'm sorry it went to this length. That wasn't the intention, but that's rando happens sometimes. And two, to Taelin, GG's. Good luck in the rest of Swiss.
Yeah, thanks so much, Homewrecker.
Again.
I appreciate you again coming in the clutch last night and helping me out. Learn this game a little bit more. And again, thanks so much to the volunteers too. I enjoy this rando a lot more than I want to admit, and the difficulty has something to do with that. So to be able to participate in the tournament and take my licks, even if it's on restream, and learn and be able to watch this back and be like, hey, this is where I suck. Let's try to suck less. I appreciate these opportunities. So yeah, excited to do a little bit more in Z2R.
Woohoo! Follow the runners. Follow the runners. Follow our trackers. Follow Ty. Don't follow me. I don't stream. Don't follow me. Follow everybody that streams. Not me.
That's right. No more multi-world tournament. Speaking of which, I'm counting this as multi-world tournament revenge. Thank you.
Rip for multi-world tournament. Best tournament in rando.
But no, again, thank you to you both. Again, you put on a great show. Showed some resolve, showed some tech, showed some routing, all of it. Like, again, watch it back if you want to. Take it all with a grain of salt. But I think you both have something to take away from this and hold your heads high.
For sure. Thank you.
Agreed. GG's to both of you.
Sound like it's me?
I think it's you.
Okay. So yeah, thank you again to Tiberius and Royale for coming, to Mirai and Jay for tracking, to Homewrecker, and Taelin for giving us a great race to watch. Thank you, Chad, for coming out, and I hope everyone has a good evening. So am I ready to go with the Mirai? Is that what I'm doing here, or am I just going to go pick my usual raid target?
I would say it's up to
Hey,
you.
looks like he just went live if you want to rate him.
Yeah, I know Mirai's doing that bootleg of the other race that happened at this time.
So let's see if I can't find him. There he is. Okay. All right, I'm going to send you all over that way. So, have a good night, everyone.